Here we go, lesson 7, Perms and Combs. This is mixed practice, so you need to decide whether it's going to be a permutation or a combination. Use the specific formulas for those. Okay. So the difference between a permutation and combination. In a permutation, the order matters. Okay. So like ABC is not equal to BAC, for example. Okay, they're different, unique things. A combination order doesn't matter. Okay, ABC would be equal to BAC if it's the same groups. So determine the number of 5-letter words that can be created using the letters in the word school. So if we're doing words, that's going to be a perm. Okay, and if it's a permutation, you can use 6 factorial for making, we're arranging the 6 letters, but the O repeats twice. So 2 factorial underneath. So 360 in total. How many different poker hands of 5 cards have exactly 2 spades? Okay. Now in poker, the hands don't matter, so this is a combination question. So exactly 2 spades, so there's 13 spades, and we're choosing 2 of them. And we're going to multiply by 39 cards, the rest of the deck, choosing 3 of them. So 712,842. Jane plans to play 3 of her favorite 8 games at her party, so that each game is played once. How many different orders can she play the 3 games? That's a permutation. Okay, whether you play Tetris and then Donkey Kong is different than if you play Donkey Kong then Tetris. Okay, if the question was how many groups of 3 games could she play, something like that, that might be classified as a combination question. If you're just saying which games did she play throughout the evening. But if it's talking about the order in which she plays it, this is going to be a permutation. So it's 8P3. And there'd be 336 different ways for her to pick 3 games to play in a specific order. How many different words can be made using the word red deer? So this is a perm. And notice we've got 3 E's, 2 R's, and 2 D's. Okay, so there's 7 letters in total. So 7 factorial, but then divide by the repeats. So really there's only 210. How many different arrangements are possible of the letters in the word water? So this is a perm. And the vowels must be kept together. So the vowels together are A and E. We've got W, T, and R. So there's 4 ways to arrange those tiles, but then it could be AE or EA. So then we multiply by 2 factorial, and there'll be 48 different ways. Okay. From a group of 6 men and 3 women, a committee of 5 is to be selected using 3 men, 2 women. So 6C3 multiplied by 3C2, and there'll be 60 different committees possible. Oh, and this is a combination question. How many different arrangements of 5 children seated in a row are possible if Anne and Bob must not be grouped together? Anne and Bob having a difficult time. So there's 5 ways for the children to be arranged. A and B together would be 4 factorial, 2 factorial. So A and B not together, you subtract 5 factorial minus 4 factorial, 2 factorial, and you get 72. A theater company of 12 actors consists of 7 men and 5 women. How many different ways are there to choose from the theater company? A group of 7 with exactly 3 men. Okay, so that means that there must be 4 women. So 7C3 for the men, and multiplied by 5C4 for the women, and there's 175. At least one man. Okie dokie. So we could do all the different combinations. So 1 man, 2 man, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a pain in the butt. So what we're going to do is we're going to do all scenarios, and we're going to subtract no men. All right? Because that's like the reverse. Instead of finding all the ones with men, we find the ones without men and just subtract it from the total. So all will be 12C5 and then 5C5. So 791 different ways. Okay, the no men would be all women, an all woman group. Okay, a group of 6 with at least 4 women. So 4 women, 2 men, 5 women, 1 man. Okay. 4 women. What about the 6 women? Okay, but we don't have enough for 6 women. Okay, that's why. Thrown for a loop there myself. So the first scenario would be 5C4 times 7C2. And we're going to add that to 5C5 times 7C1. And if you calculate it all out using your calculator, you get 112. A group of 9 people. Each person shakes hands with every other person once. How many handshakes occur in total? So 9C2, this is 36. Remember, whether, Sally and Jane shake hands, that's the same as if Jane and Sally shake hands. So it's a combination question. Okay, a couple more. 9 points on the circumference of a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, how many triangles can be formed? So this is like the diagonal question that we had. So you're connecting 2 points, but whether you connect this point and that point, it's the same as if you do the reverse order. It's the same diagonal, okay? And the other part about this question is we're making triangles, okay? So a triangle is you're selecting 3 of the points. Any 3 points will make a triangle, okay? So 9C3, there's 84 ways. 10 swimmers at a tournament, one of them will win gold, one will win silver, one will win bronze. This sounds like a permutation problem, okay? Because it's very important which order they come. So there's 10 possibilities for gold, and 9 for silver, and 8 for bronze. So there's 720 combinations. All right, here's a grid question. So I don't know if we've done one like this in class before, where there's different sections. I know we did like one grid, and we also did a 3D grid, okay? But we haven't done it in these different sections. So the process is still the same. We got to figure out how do we go from there to there, and then how do we go from there to there, and there to there. So we have 6 rights, okay, and 3 downs to get there. And then we've got 1 right and 1 down, and then we've got 3 rights and 1 down, okay? So for the first one, we're making 9 moves. So you do the 9 factorial, and then you divide it by the repetition. So 6 factorial, 3 factorial. The second part, there's just 2 ways. You're either going there or there. So 2 factorial. And the last one, we're making 4 moves, so 4 factorial in total, divided by 3 factorial, and I guess you could do 1 factorial, but it's redundant. So this calculates out to 84 times 2 times 4, and that gives us 672 different pathways.